Hello, I'm Rick Blackwell speaking. Just a few moments ago, U.S. and Iranian negotiators say they have reached a preliminary deal on Tehran's nuclear program. A representative from the European Union says the delegation is committed to writing the final draft of the agreement by the end of June. If all goes according to plan, the sanctions against Iran will be lifted. President Obama is expected to give a statement shortly. Federal officials arrest two women in New York City for allegedly plotting an attack in the United States. Investigators believe they planned to build a bomb and wanted to detonate it. Authorities have identified the two roommates from Queens as 28-year-old Noelle Valensas and 31-year-old Asia Siddiqui. Meanwhile, Iraqi forces uncover a mass grave just outside a military base in Tikrit. The bodies are believed to be those of the Iraqi soldiers stationed there this past June when the camp was overrun by ISIS. A security official says about 1,700 soldiers were killed execution style. The number of bodies far exceeds the amount of deaths initially reported. In Indiana, state lawmakers work to clarify the language in the state's Religious Freedom Reformation Act.
What was intended as a message of inclusion of all religious beliefs, was interpreted as a message of exclusion, especially for the LGBT community.
Lawmakers say the new changes will protect everyone's rights. Critics of the bill complain that it would give business owners the right to discriminate against customers based on their sexual orientation. Religious freedom bills, like the ones out of Arkansas and Indiana, are fairly common across the United States. Let's take a look at this map right now. About 20 mostly southern states have religious liberty laws. 12 states have proposed new legislation this year. Embattled New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez pleads not guilty in federal court today. He arrived at a Newark courtroom earlier today. The Democratic senator faces public corruption charges, including 8 counts of bribery and 1 count of fraud. Menendez is accused of providing political favors in exchange for gifts and money from a Florida doctor. He's denied all wrongdoing and promises to fight the charges. In Florida, 3 prison guards are under arrest for plotting to kill an African-American inmate. Officials say the guards are all members of the Ku Klux Klan. They plan to kill the black prisoner after he got in a fight with one of them. 2 of the men work for the Department of Corrections, while the other was a former employee. In California, 1 person is dead and 15 others are injured after a fire at a Los Angeles hotel. Officials say the fire started at around 3 a.m. It took more than 100 firefighters to put it out. Some hotel guests were forced to jump from the 2nd floor to escape the blaze. Investigators say the fire is suspicious and arson may be a factor. Good news for McDonald's employees. The burger chain now says it's going to give pay raises to workers at its company-owned stores. In July, 90,000 workers will start making more money. That's your Newsmax Now update. More news coming your way in 30 minutes.